YouTube polyglots. There are a lot of them, and today we will be looking into one of the most well-known. Fluent in over 20 languages, including Russian, Turkish, and Arabic, just naming a few. And he didn't even start learning seriously until his 60s.
Wait, is that even real? I didn't even know that. I'm just reading off a script that I got from ChatGPT. Anyway, today I will be looking and rating his Arabic, and I will be giving him an estimate level at the end of the video. So make sure to see that at the end. And you might ask, who am I and how am I qualified to judge his Arabic? Well, here's a list of my qualifications.
Here's a picture of me wearing al-shimagh, also known as al-shimagh or al-kufiya. Here's another picture of me riding a camel and living in my tent with my harem of women. And here's another picture I just added because I look cool, dripped out in my shimagh.
And most importantly, I can say the following sentence. فستستخدمون الاستغفار بتفاعلية في المعتقدات الاستقلالية التي تتضمن الانقلابية والاستعراضية. Can you say that? I didn't think so. And now with that out of the way, let's get to it.
السلام عليكم.
السلام عليكم. السلام عليكم سلام.
وعليكم السلام. تمام. كيف حالك اليوم يا ستيف؟
الحمد لله بخير. I get confused.
تمام.
أحيانا أنا أدرس اللغة العربية في نفس الوقت أدرس اللغة الفارسية. أحيانا عندما أريد أن أتكلم شيئا في العربية أتحدث في الفارسية.
يعني إذا تكلمت اللغة الفارسية هذا ما مشكلة. يعني أنا لا أفهم أي فارسية.
The fact that he can actually understand and comprehend and answer like back with structured sentences and things of those sorts is, first of all, I'm very impressed. Like, he can actually speak. His pronunciation isn't all that good, and you can hear he's not pronouncing the ha correctly. He's saying kha, like in the word ahyanan. He said ahyanan.
ممكن تشكر يعني مع بعض نحاول أن نتكلم اللغة العربية مع بعض. يعني ممكن نبدأ. أريد أن أسألك كم مدة تدرس اللغة العربية؟
أنا بديت أن أدرس اللغة العربية منذ 8
شهور؟
عام والنصف or سنة والنصف.
سنة ونصف. نعم. يعني
ولكن لمدة 8 شهور أنا كل يوم قررت واستمتعت في اللغة العربية.
Okay, so this video is about 5 years old. He started learning about a year and a half before this video, so that's 6 years and a half.
2 + 2 is 4, -1, that's 3, quick maths.
He's only been learning for a year and a half, and he can already speak and comprehend and actually have a conversation, which I'm very impressed right away by this. He's still making some mistakes here and there. Like in here, he said, he was trying to say أنا كل يوم استمعت وقرأت. He mixed up the pronunciation a little bit, which it can make you not be understood sometimes, but I can understand him here very clearly.
في اللغة العربية. ولكن بعد ذلك أنا بديت أدرس لغات أخرى. At the last time.
So he said بدأت أدرس اللغات, and then he made a mistake at the last word. So he said أخرى instead of آخرة. So he began studying other languages. So instead of saying other, which is the word أخرى, he said أخرى, which basically means he's shitting, shitting. So that's That's pretty funny. And this also goes to show that in Arabic, if you mispronounce a word, that it can give a totally different meaning to what you're trying to say. So instead of saying other languages, he said languages I'm shitting, if that makes any sense.
وأنا سمعت أنك تتكلم أيضا باللغة العربية وربما يمكن أن تتكلم عن حاجة عن اللغة العربية. لماذا تتعلم اللغة العربية وكيف؟
أنا لماذا أنا أريد أن أدرس اللغة العربية؟ هي لأنني بالنسبة لي ليفهم الوضع في البلدان الخارجية هي مهم إذا يمكن أن أفهم اللغة لا لازم لكن بالنسبة لي هي مثير جدا.
Bro, what are these ads, man?
نعم العربية مفيدة جدا ولكن صعب أن أفكره.
صعب. اللغة الفارسية سهلة. سهلة كثيرا ولكن كل لغة عندها شيء صعب شيء مثير شيء نعم يجب أن نستمع.
He's finding it hard to find the correct verb to describe what he's trying to say, basically. So after all the videos that we just watched, I believe I have a solid idea of what I would estimate his level of Arabic would be at. Based on his pronunciation, his vocabulary, and his ability to form correct sentences, I would give him a solid B1 to B2 level of fluency. I think that his pronunciation could be improved. For example, if he focused on pronouncing and exaggerating the sounds of al-ha, qaf, al-ain, al-alif, and really try to exaggerate these letters, that would tremendously help. The second thing is using the correct gender of the words at the correct times would also help him greatly. So for example, instead of saying هذا البلد جميلة, which is using a feminine form to describe a masculine word, focus on saying هذا البلد جميل, using the correct gender, the masculine gender in this example, with the correct word. In addition to using the correct plural words at the correct times. So for example, let's say I visited many countries. أنا زرت بلدانا كثر. He sometimes says or uses the incorrect form, which is a singular form for plural sentence. So for example, he might say أنا زرت بلد كثيرة, when in reality he's trying to say أنا زرت بلدانا كثر أو بلدانا كثيرة. I think that will make a tremendous difference and will make him sound a lot more like a native speaker. So Steve, if you're seeing this, I want to congratulate you and commend you for your very hard work and putting in this tremendous amount of work. I'm impressed by your performance. Oh, days, bruh.